Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. As you could tell, we're in a different setup for today. Usually I'd have the microphone over here on this side of the camera, but as you could tell from the last few videos, that format has not been a benefit. So I'm going to change it up a little bit, kind of go back to the little bit of the older format, just because I'm trying to balance out my focus. So I think that this might be better because I want to be able to look at my screen and be able to read things to you guys. So hopefully this will work out better. And excuse me if my throat's a little bit scratchy. I just woke up not too long ago. So, but hope you guys also enjoyed the What I've Seen Lately series. Hope you guys enjoyed all those films, all those reviews, especially The Exorcist 2. Dear God. But yeah, that was just ludicrous. So, and speaking of ludicrous, let's talk about the strike once again, because it seems like things are not getting resolved anytime soon. Because studios are pulling out from 2024. They're starting to delay a few films. Disney apparently just did that today, and I have an article here that I'm going to read to you guys from Deadline. And I'm going to kind of illustrate something that is happening with these delays, because I don't think the strike is really the reason why they're being delayed. I think there's a bigger reason for why they're being delayed. So, but it all falls back to the point of what we've talked about before about streamers, or it's not streamers, what am I saying? Studios delaying films, and why ultimately that's just a poor judgment. So, but but let's read here. So, from Deadline. In the wake of Warner Brothers pushing the Robert De Niro gangster pick Alto Nights, which is like that comedy thing that was coming out, to later in 2024, release date changes are aplenty for Disney due to the actor strike, but also Jonathan Majors' ongoing legal woes. So yeah, his film Magazine Drives, it was going to come out on December 8th, I think. Yeah, but he has his trial coming out on November 29th, so they're not going to have his film come out during that time. So probably because he's also done some stuff. I heard that his attorneys are like withholding evidence to the court or something like that, because it would damage his face or do something harmful in the media towards him. It's a nice way of saying that he's probably done something. But anywho, Magazine Dreams is not going to be happening this year, it seems. Poor Things, though, from Yogo Lahemos is still coming out. Should probably just generate Oscar buzz and stuff like that. So there's that. But in regards to the actor strike's impact on the Disney schedule, here's what we got. So Disney Pixar's Elio goes from March 1st, 2024 to June 13th, 2025, while the Rachel Ziegler starring Snow White, which generated a lot of controversy online, goes from March 22, 2024 to March 21st, 2025. The Mark Webb-directed Snow White stars Ziegler and Gal Gadot as the evil queen. Ziegler faced racist backlash online due to her casting, but told Variety in an interview that Snow White is a really big deal in Spanish-speaking countries and expressed pride at playing a Latina princess. Disney also recently pulled The Bike Riders from its December 1st theatrical plan, partially due to AMC's Beyonce movie. So Beyonce scared off Tom Hardy and Austin Butler. Yeah, that's probably going to dominate. Taylor Swift can dominate, then Beyonce probably will too. These films. So, but yeah, so these delays, we've said before, these delays are just absurd. I mean, there's no reason to be delaying movies based on the strike. I don't think that that's smart. I don't think that that's, um, a good business move, because the actor strike and a studio decision on how to release a film do not coincide. They're not one and the same. So I don't understand how this strike affects that sort of thing. And also, this year has shown that people will show up for films despite marketing campaigns. Because I think that that's the fear with with studios is that, oh, we can't market these movies, this and that. But let me also point out these are very specific releases. Okay, let's look at Elio for a minute. Elio's Pixar film. Elemental flopped, and I'm pretty sure Wish is also going to flop as well. And Snow White is, that had a lot of controversy around it, particularly Rachel Zegler, which I feel was a bit unwarranted. A lot of the backlash that she got, but but looking at this picture that was just released, also, yeah, she doesn't look great, but these are very specific films. So Pixar is pushing their film to 2025 because I think that Disney is just not confident in Pixar generating a lot of money, especially when you're coming off of Elemental this year. Snow White, I'm thinking they're wanting to delay that because they're hoping the internet will calm down and not, bombard the film with all of this noise, so I think that's the real reasons why those are being delayed, and they're using the actor strike as a skies, to delay these films, or at least give an excuse to delay these movies. So, but again, why are we delaying movies based on what SAG is asking? Like that's or what SAG's what is it? What SAG is wanting out of the strike, and ultimately the deal that's being placed. It's like that's separate issues. Like SAG recently said, I'm trying to find it because they're having negotiations again, and they're not going smoothly. I remember SAG just had a letter or something like that they just signed, saying that we'll stand in unity. Yeah, here we go. So they apparently signed an open letter stating that they would rather stay on strike than cave to a bad deal. Members include Julia Lois Dreyfus, John Hamm, Maya Hawke, Marissa Tomei, John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo was always saying some bullshit and always involved in just saying stupid shit, and Bryan Cranston, among other notable names. We have not come all this way to cave now. Oh my God. Good Lord. After we asked for a $500 million cut type deal or something like that, it's like, we don't want a bad deal, Just stupid. And then George Clooney apparently came in last week. Oh yeah, he came in last week and he was like, here's a shit ton of money. Will that help? And the president was like, no. So, actually, I think she said that wasn't legal. So, but I think they're delaying it primarily because I think that they see that the deals are probably not going to go through because SAG's being so stubborn and they're just not wanting to just take a good deal, not what they deem a good deal, like actually taking a good deal. Because I think everyone else is getting tired of it too. I've seen comments towards SAG, and it's starting to sway. People are just getting really tired of this and really want things to just change. And there's a great comment here somewhere. I want to find it. It was on Variety, or no, was it Deadline? Because there was a great comment that someone made saying about how, just to tell you real quick, the AMPTP offered a 7% increase in minimum rates. The Studio Alliance had previously insisted on 5%, the same given to the WGA and the DGA. The 7% increase would break the pattern, allowing SAG-AFTRA leadership to show members that their months on the picket lines were worth it. But SAG has long demanded an 11% increase in minimum, saying anything less would not keep pace with inflation. Yeah, but that 7% would be more than what WGA and DGA gets. You greedy bastards. So yeah. But apparently they reduced their demands. They reduced it from 11% to 9% because they are probably slowly realizing that, oh, wait, we actually can't get that. So, yeah. So I will honestly laugh if SAG's percentage on that is actually going to be, at the end of the day, what is it? 5%, right? Was it 5%? Yeah, no, 5%. I'll be laughing if it's 5%, because it's like y'all did that shit for nothing. So, but yeah, studio source said nothing was resolved at the meeting. Talks are resuming on Friday, that being today. Yeah, studios have warned that next year's summer blockbusters could be postponed, and well, that is exactly what's happening. So, I can't find that comment. There was a great comment that someone made. Maybe it's on Deadline, but they illustrate it. It's like, look, there are a lot of people who are getting affected by this. You know, bottom line people, other like small businesses. You know, it's not. You know, it's just not. It's about these rich, privileged individuals who are complaining and who can afford to go on strike, not people who actually rely upon the industry. You know what I'm saying? So, it's sad. Here, I think I got it. Yeah. This is no longer a stand for contractual justice. This is from Deadline. It has become a threat to our and this is apparently from a person in IATSE. The A-listers or B-listers who are signing this letter and making these statements are overwhelmingly the financially secured performers who can afford to remain out of work for as long as they want to. Exactly. They are failing to see what is happening to the other 90% of the labor force within their own union and the 100% of the production support employees, stage mechanics, studio personnel, and other labor unions and non-union underpaid workers within the industry who are struggling to survive an upward of 6 months out of work since the WGA strike began. All of the local prop houses, wardrobe shops, and equipment vendors are struggling to remain in business. Every insular business, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that grew out of the prospering film industry over the years is now in danger of shutting their doors for good. This is no longer about SAG-AFTRA. This is about an entire industry of human beings suffering as we approach the holidays with no income and absolutely nothing that will show from the results of the strike except for negative bank accounts, lost homes, and a financial hardship that we will never get back. Retirement funds depleted, saving accounts gone, livelihoods taken away without any contractual benefits to come for those of us who are casualties of this strike. I wonder if those performers signing this letter would be as quick to do so if they were the background players struggling to make the rent living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, basically, hey, why don't you put yourself in our shoes or in their shoes and see, how you feel about it. Probably wouldn't want to be doing all this shit now, would you? So, so you'd see the damage that you're causing. So, it is so easy to remain one day longer, one day stronger. I guess that's a quote they have. When you have the financial resources to do so. Exactly. It is now half a year income gone for us. Please make a compromise. Take what you can get now, get us all back to work, and then build upon this deal on the next negotiation, which is already 3 months less than 3 years away. So thank you. Like this person is absolutely on the money. Who is this? Ross from IATSE Local 52, New York City. Absolutely on the money, man. Absolutely on the money. Because it's going to be a 3-year contract. We all know this. It's not going to be anything else more. Look at WGA, what they got. SAG is likely stepping into that direction as well. So, but yeah, this person's on the money. That person is just 100% on the money. And I don't think I have anything else to end on. I mean, that was a pretty definite statement and just very telling. So, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's no long. It's never really been about SAG specifically. You got to think about everybody involved, from, as they said, all these other people whose homes are being taken away. They can't afford to even, to be in this industry or do what they want to do, be able to make a living off of that, which we've said before in the past. Having a living here in this union is very, very specific. You gotta navigate, in a very specific way in order to make the most money possible. Yeah, it just illustrates again the greed that this union possesses, and it's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. It's just where's that comment? I just saw it. Wealthy people really do live in a different world. Glad these folks are doing so well. Yeah. That's the main difference here. It's all about these privileged folks, these rich people, and not about the other people who are suffering through this. They didn't consider those people at the end of the day. They're just considering their own selves and their own ideas and what they want. So, yeah. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Just wanted to kind of echo the same sentiment that I had before about delaying movies. I think it's a dumb idea. I don't think we should be delaying films based on the strike. But here we are once again. So I don't think that the strike's going to be ending because of these delays. The delays, I think, are just kind of illustrating the fact that I think talks are not going well, and we're probably going to keep continuing the strike come 2024. So that sucks. I wonder if I can take a picture of this statement from Ross and put it on the video, because that's a really good point. So, but yeah, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on the strike. If you guys are just following this, just your thoughts on just how negotiations are going and, all that sort of stuff. We'll see what 2024 has to offer in terms of both films and just the state of where we are with the strike. So we shall see. But thank you guys for tuning in. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and let me know how you guys feel about this new format, if it worked better. I was looking at the screen a lot, so hope to God the focus was working. So hopefully we'll see. So, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.